Good morning, Katie here on this self-care Sunday, and happy International Yoga Day. I don't know, I just happened to be on my run, my weekly run, and I ran into an International Yoga Day conference, not conference, like an event here at LMU that I didn't know was happening. Pretty cool. So anyway, but I just heard a monk speaker as I was passing. And I loved two of the things he said, the two takeaways here. One was, yoga, which is a spiritual practice as well as a physical one, right? It means to yoke, to connect the body and the mind. And what I love about yoga is it teaches us to be present and mindfulness, right? Which is so healthy. Like yoga is very healthy because of all the things that it all fits together, right? I always loved this. I've been doing yoga for years, long before I even knew just how healthy it was. But anyway, back when I was sort of doing it more as a physical practice than a spiritual one. But anyway, he said a couple of things. One, yoga doesn't have to just live on our mats. If you do practice yoga, we need to start incorporating the principles into our everyday lives, right? Like off the mat. We need to start, practicing those things. And then the other takeaway was what he ended with, which is he told a story of a man, he's a monk, but I guess he has a visitor that had lost his leg, an amputee, that he says just one of those great guys, always smiling, always happy, and despite, what some people would say is a serious setback, right? He only has one leg. And apparently he had a near-death experience, like he was in a serious motorcycle accident and almost lost his life. And he said, that accident was the best thing that ever happened to me, right? Because it offered the opportunity for a full life course correction. And I thought, wow, this relates to what I often say about breast cancer, right? Like, see the gift in your diagnosis, because I don't want to say that getting breast cancer was the best thing that ever happened to me, but it did totally change who I become, who I am, my practices. It's why I became a health coach. It's why I shifted, what I did for a living. It's everything, right? It changed so much, and it makes you grateful for every day that you're on this, on this lovely earth. So anyway, he said that great suffering can lead to an amazing course correction, right? Which is, again, something else I heard this morning, which is, life, I've heard this many times before, but life doesn't happen to us. It happens for us. So, and I brought this up it's all connecting, but, I talked about yesterday, me and my new healing journey, and what you resist, persist. Well, that's been happening too. So all the lessons there, right? So if you're going through some struggles and hard times, like, again, give yourself a break, but just know that out of this suffering, some good might come. Like, it's hard to see it now, but it will. The light will be at the end of the tunnel, and you can do this. But I do invite you on this International Yoga Day. If you haven't checked out yoga, check it out. There's so many resources out there, and it doesn't mean what you might think it means. You don't have to go to a studio. You can do it in your home online. There's so many options. So just check it out. I actually started originally many years ago. I learned like through a Siranandi, I think a Siranandi Yoga Center. I'm probably butchering where they taught all the, I kind of wanted to learn it the right way. I didn't want to go to just a gym type of situation. And that was great because it laid the foundation for all the different yogas I've done in my life since. So, but whatever form, he said, there's no right or wrong yoga. All yoga is good. It's just, what our temperament is and what yogas we personally are drawn to. So anyway, that's my walk and talk for today. I thought I'd try walking and talking. But I'm going to get back to jogging. And listen, and next Sunday I'll try to be out here, but I'm singing next Sunday in my summer concert. So if you are anywhere near Westchester, it's going to be at the Covenant Presbyterian Church. No religious affiliation, but that's just where we perform. And we're having an ice cream social before at 3:15. So come check that out. If you're in the hood, I'd love to see you. I'd love to meet you if I've never met you before. And just have a fabulous day. And just know, I just love that realization, again, I've heard it so many times, but see the silver lining in everything. Whatever you're going through, life is happening for you, not against you. All right, take care, ladies. Have a wonderful day.